So hello, welcome back. Today the next part in our ranking of the 14 best audiophile remaster label. Now today we look at the places 6, 5 and 4. So almost at the end. Maybe before we start this video, let me shortly explain how I do this personal ranking of mine. What are the main aspects of my ranking? I tried to look at the past, the present and the future, and what do I expect on upcoming releases, and this is also something I tried to let it get into this ranking, because some ask, oh, I expected, for example, Music Matters Jazz much higher because of the quality of their releases, and this is in a way it's right, but on the other hand, there is, at least it looks this way right now, there is no future, there won't be any further releases, and they only, don't get me wrong, did Blue Notes, and so the variety of a label is also part of my ranking. So that said, now let's get right into the next 3 places, and on place number 6 is Sam Records, this beautiful French one-man show. Believe it or not, this is a one-man show. The more impressive is the output of this label, which has specialized in a way on jazz artists who came over the big ocean to Paris and look for new room and new fans here in Europe, and did some incredible great records. You know, Sam Records releases are top-notch quality throughout. Gorgeous cover, tip-on jackets, fantastic jackets, amongst the most beautiful jackets I have ever seen, pressed over at Palace, and now I've heard that they now go for the represses, at least to Optimal, which of course will create a hype for the older releases who has been pressed over at Palace, I'm quite sure. Oh my, always new stuff. So, but anyhow, gorgeous quality, fantastic releases. Let's go through some of the highlights. One of the highlights is the Thelonious Monk edition, La Liaison Dangereuse, this beautiful box set they have put out from the tapes they found, I think, in the cellar, and this project when it came out almost took their whole effort, the whole year. It came out in 2017. This is a deluxe box set. Fantastic album, fantastic release. Another one is Jazz sur Scène, which is now available again. Milt Jackson, Barney Wallen, Percy Heath and Kenny Clark. Gorgeous example, by the way, also for the beauty of their jackets and the quality. Fantastic jazz release that we have this albums in such a gorgeous quality is so positive, so beautiful. Another one, Chet Baker Quartet, great one. You know, that's another part I really do like about Sam Records, is that those editions are not limited. Get them or cry later, get them now or cry later. They will repress them every once in a while, not for the next 20 years, but they do represses, so that really can sit you out the times when those releases becomes extremely high price, which happens. So you always can hope for a repress. This is a very interesting, very interesting release. It's in their Artemis series from the Transition label, the Donald Byrd live concert. Beautiful one. This is has been very expensive. It has been over 100 euros, but it's in silk screened cover, handmade, very low numbers. Beautiful one. Every once in a while they do one of those, and those are strictly limited, the others aren't. Another beautiful bird in Paris. Look at this jacket, look at the cover. This is your typical beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Sam Records release. One of the first releases from Sam Records, which is now, and that is the reason why I have it, has been long out of print. Now you can get it, the Ronald Bright Trio. Beautiful piano, jazz music. Highly recommended if you haven't have it already. Now is the time to get it because it's back in print. Last one, and I showed that quite often, but this is maybe the best jazz live recording I've ever heard. Maybe. I have to be careful with this kind of sayings, but it's unbelievable. Nathan Davis, live in Paris. This is unbelievable. It's a 3-disc record. Yes, the OB, you have some more information. Those are 2 concerts he did in 1966 and 1967. This is absolute top-notch reference quality. Nathan Davis live concerts in Paris from Sam Records. Sometimes very tough to get, but I think it's still in, there's still a repress out now. Fantastic. Okay, that has been number 6, so this makes, I can say so much now, this makes Sam Records the highest ranked European audiophile remaster label. No, wrong, there is another one. I'm wrong, sorry, made a mistake. Okay, but now for an US audiophile remaster label, and I'm quite sure that you have heard of it. My place, number 5, is Mobile Fidelity SoundLab. Nowadays, the highlights are their one-step releases. I've put out What's Going On from Marvin Gaye. Fantastic release of theirs. My personal favorite one-step, Marvin Gaye. What's Going On? These are on those super vinyl, semi-transparent, gorgeous, beautiful, silent vinyls. I've done a lot of videos about the one-steps. They are great, fantastic releases. Although, and I've done a video about this too, the upcoming titles are not, they are a bit boring to me. But that's always subjective, of course. But let's see what comes in the future. But this is not everything, of course, Mobile Fidelity SoundLab stands for. They have done really some great releases from bands, and I'm concentrating now on releases they have done where they put out almost the whole catalog of a band or an artist. For example, The Cars. Great releases from Mobile Fidelity SoundLab. Or one of my favorite all-time artists, Elvis Costello. Fantastic output, fantastic remasters. So happy that they have done them, and it took them years to sell them, but now most of them are out of print, and now they go higher and higher and higher and more expensive and more expensive. That's a strange thing. Another beautiful band where they did quite some releases, and they did them very well. It's the Grateful Dead. In this case here we have the Sleeping Beauty. Beautiful one. Fantastic Did I say Sleeping Beauty? American Beauty, excuse me. It's not Walt Disney, it's Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab. American Beauty, but they've done other stuff, great stuff from the Grateful Dead. So another artist where they have put out gorgeous titles in fantastic audiophile quality, Miles Davis. And for a reason here is the Kind of Blue release from Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab on 45 RPM. My number is 13,610, and this is so far, so far in my opinion, at least what I've heard so far, the best version you can get. We'll see if that is tomorrow still the case. We'll see. Or another one, incredible, hard to get, but fantastic release. Very important, and I'm start to getting into it. Miles Davis, Bitches Brew. Look at that cover art, beautiful. Also very hard to get, quite expensive, but worth it. Fantastic release. Another group, another artist, where they have put out fantastic releases. The Allman Brothers. In this case, it's Eat a Peach. Beautiful cover, fantastic sounding version. Maybe when we talk about the Allman Brothers, before I forget it, you can split the history of Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab in a way in two parts. The one part before and after Music Direct takes over. You know, the older releases are quite legendary, but I don't like them that much. I've heard some Beatles releases, didn't like them. Heard some of their Rolling Stones, didn't like them. I have the Pink Floyd. It's good, but not as good. The prices are ridiculously high. So be careful, to say the least. Be careful when it comes to these older releases from Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab. But after Music Direct took over, the quality went up much higher. Their mastering genius is Krieg Wunderlich. He does sometimes incredible, beautiful jobs, fantastic. For example, when it comes to this young artist Bob Dylan. The Bob Dylan releases, may it be the stereo or the mono releases on 45 RPM, are outstanding, fantastic. I love them. Those Bob Dylan releases, also the Miles Davis releases, they are outstanding. Don't forget the Dire Straits. Wow. Beautiful. Well done. Thank you so much for putting those titles out. When it comes to the newer releases, besides the one step, it nowadays gets difficult. They put them out usually at on 3,000 pieces, which is not enough. The one steps, for example, Pearl, I think it's 7,000, or the other one, and I've just now forgot the young lady on the piano. Oh, excuse me, blacked out here. 10,000 pieces. But for example, for a release like Run DMC, 3,000. First audiophile remaster of this great and very important album. That's quite not enough. So they are really hard to get nowadays, especially here in Europe. This is not a picnic, so I hope that they can raise up their volume when it comes to their releases. So that has been place number 5, Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab. Surprised? Let's discuss. Place number 4. And now comes the highest ranked European audiophile remaster label. And I'm talking now about the Electric Recording Company. Controversial topic due to the fact that they have very, very low numbers and very, very high prices. The numbers are from 99, sometimes 150 or 300 copies. The only reason why they aren't gone within seconds are the prices, which they now have even raised to 350 British pounds for regular releases, which of course is not, it's not funny, but that's their concept. Accept it and buy them, or don't accept it and don't buy them, or say that it's difficult to discuss. But their output, their quality, the general idea of the electric recording company, I love it. I really, really like it. For example, releases like this Ravel box set, 4-disc release, beautiful, beautiful. Of course, only 150, extremely high price with, I think, I remember, 1,650 British pounds. But you know, especially when it comes to their classical releases, they are on such a beautiful high level, and sometimes even obscure titles. Now they will put out this 7 gatefold disc Mozart box set, piece of art in a way. Of course, I know it's questionable in other ways. Or another classical release, 99 pieces, Johann Sebastian Bach. Beautiful, really, really beautiful release of this Sonates pour Clavier et Violin. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Leonid Kugan, Brahms Violin Concerto. Incredible. Other releases, especially when it comes, they usually do classical releases or jazz releases. Here is their first and up to now only non-jazz or classical release. It's Love Forever Changes. And you know what makes them so special for me is that they put the masters through this Lyrac tube-driven mastering system, and they don't do much. They let the master tapes speak in a way. They are not vain when it comes to their mastering, in my opinion, how I understood them when I talked to them. And that makes very, very, very special, more like a facsimile than a remaster, very, very special releases. Another classical, which is quite new, I love it, David Oistrakh, Beethoven Violin Concertos. Great one, fantastic release. Or a lot of prestige stuff, you know, Tommy Flanagan, Over. Beautiful, really, really beautiful. Another highlight is Kenny Dorham, Quiet Kenny. And this is an example what they do, and I really like that too. They often do mono and stereo releases of one album, so you have them both. Yeah, for example, when it comes to the Kenny Dorham or this release, the Bill Evans Trio Sunday at the Village Vanguard, beyond words. This release is beyond words. You have it in stereo and in mono, both versions, which is, I really like that. I really like the way how they are doing, how they are handling their releases. I know it's questionable and there's much to say about advantages and disadvantages, but this is my personal number 4. So we have 6 Sam Records, 5 Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab, and 4 Electric Recording Company. 2 European remaster label in this video. If you like, let's discuss. Next one we see bronze, silver and gold plays. Can't wait. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you on my next video, I hope. Bye.